Welcome to Sacred Echoes of India. In this segment, we are going to dissect the escalating tensions between India and Pakistan, moving beyond the usual narrative of historical claims to understand the dangerous new dynamics at play. In a time of increasing tensions, both nations must rethink their aggressive rhetoric. Officials are openly doubting each other's dedication to lasting peace. In this climate, India's military actions are accompanied by bold statements from Modi's government, showcasing readiness and national pride. Such hostile communication serves only to alienate Pakistan, compelling its leaders to take a defensive stance. They are working hard to gain domestic support against what they see as Indian threats. The Pakistani government has reached a decisive stage. They must exhibit military capability or risk appearing weak. Each inflammatory remark from both sides raises the stakes of potential conflict, engulfed in territorial disputes and nuclear threats that carry severe risks, with widespread media coverage of military drills continuing. After India's retaliatory airstrikes on multiple Pakistani air bases, a strong sense of nationalism and commitment to defense is galvanizing Indian citizens across the nation. Fueled by outrage over the Pahalgam attack and the subsequent airstrikes, news channels are broadcasting extensive footage of Indian military exercises, showcasing the readiness of the armed forces and further solidifying public support for a firm stance against terrorism. This heightened nationalistic fervor is being reflected in social media trends and public discourse, with many citizens urging the government to take even stronger action to dismantle terrorist infrastructure and ensure the safety of the country. The narrative being amplified emphasizes India's resolve and capability to respond decisively to any perceived threats, creating a palpable atmosphere of national unity and a collective demand for action against cross-border terrorism. However, following an impudent ceasefire violation by Pakistan, just hours after a fragile truce was established, India's resolve has hardened further. Prime Minister Modi, after a high-level security meeting, declared that Operation Sindoor, the ongoing military action targeting terrorist infrastructure, will continue with intensified force until Pakistan provides credible proof of ending its support for terrorism. The message from New Delhi is clear. Any attempts by Pakistan to undermine the ceasefire or continue its proxy war will be met with a sustained and forceful response. Conversely, Pakistan's leaders fear that any hint of weakness could destabilize their regime. India, having already conducted airstrikes and with strong domestic pressure for action, would likely respond even more forcefully to continued ceasefire violations. This could involve larger-scale artillery barrages, further air incursions targeting suspected terror infrastructure deeper inside Pakistani territory. Pakistan's denial and continued aggressive actions would likely lead to a dangerous cycle of escalation, increasing the risk of a larger conflict, damaging its international standing and further poisoning bilateral relations with India. In this hostile cycle, it becomes increasingly clear that without serious efforts for reconciliation, the window for peace could close. In India, civil society demands a strong reaction to perceived provocations from Pakistan, increasing pressure on their government. According to India's declared new strategy, Pakistan's nuclear threat will not provide cover for terrorism. No place in Pakistan is safe for terrorists. Nobody is untouchable. India will protect its citizens and sovereignty regardless of the line of control, the international border, or nuclear threats. Based on multi-agency intelligence, 9 confirmed terror camps were struck, resulting in over 100 terrorists killed. In response to Pakistani's intrusion, Indian forces destroyed 11 Pakistani air bases and inflicted heavy damage. A befitting response has been delivered, and all field commanders are now authorized to act appropriately to any ceasefire violation. Meanwhile, voices within Pakistan are advocating for diplomatic solutions, urging leaders to prioritize de-escalation over military action. What they decide today will determine their paths and echo across the globe. For lasting peace, a crucial choice for Pakistan is ending its support for terrorism. Thanks for joining us today. If you liked this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insightful videos. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.